Hello, guys. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with a special program where we're going to talk a little bit about She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, the new Attorney at Law. Is that the right Attorney? Yeah, Attorney at Law, the new series on Disney Plus. We're going to talk a bit about that today. Give you our feedback on that. And I'm saying our because I am not by myself. I'm hiding my beautiful co-host with an image of the She-Hulk. And here she is, and that's why it's all bonkers. Here we go. There she is. Allison, the wife, is back.
Hello.
That's right. She came. She was here a little while back when we did the Thor: Love and Thunder video, and lots of people enjoyed seeing her more than me.
There's lots, but there's
hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds of people
millions.
came. Millions. I don't have a million followers, not yet, but I'm getting there. No, but before we get there, guys, I want to talk a little bit about a momentous occasion, which is coming up really, really quickly. It is my 2,000 subscriber draw. We're closing in on that. We're at almost 1,700 subscribers. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, I've already shown you guys this pretty awesome giveaway here. This is a print by Jim Lee, a Batman and his Rogues Gallery print, signed by the man himself, Jim Lee, donated to the channel by Rob P. out of Toronto. But I told you, I said, you know what, there'll probably be more giveaways as we get close to that 2,000 subscriber draw. And yes, thanks to one of my awesome clients out in British Columbia, Sean, he has decided to leave this. This was supposed to travel back to Sean in BC. This baby, he's been waiting for this for almost 14, 15 months. Yeah, and he finally got it. He wasn't too crazy with the grade. He said, you know what, Kevin? It's a 7.5. Give it away. Give it away at your 2,000 subscriber draw. So add this to the list of goodies that will be given away when I hit 2,000 subscribers. And you know what? How do you have a chance to win that? You have to subscribe to the channel. Liking the content would be nice, and also leave comments in the comment section below. And by the way, if you want to, talk with me and Allison today when we start, discussing this show, make sure you subscribe so you can take part in the chat. And we'll go over to the chat later on. But first, we're gonna go right to this. Do you want to do the synopsis? Or you want me to do the synopsis?
Of
She-Hulk. You saw it. You were there with me.
I guess
you want to try it. I can put it all right. I have your own little breakdown area for you, Allison. You ready? Here we go. So what happened on today's episode? The first episode of She-Hulk.
Okay. So we get to meet the main character who is playing She-Hulk, who is Jennifer Walters.
That's right.
Who's played by Tatiana
Maslany.
Maslany.
That's right.
Who, by the way, huge fan, because I was Black Orphan was like a show I was like
Orphan Black.
Black. Sorry,
that's all right.
Orphan Black, which I was totally into, and huge fan of her acting skills. So we meet her with her cousin. See, I don't know if I'm good for this synopsis.
It's okay. It's all right. Well, we meet her. Well, it starts off with her going to court, and then she breaks the fourth wall and says, "Well, you want to know how I became a She-Hulk, don't you? Or I Hulk." She called herself a Hulk, not a She-Hulk. And we go to a backstory of her and Bruce driving through they're on vacation together.
Winding roads, definitely.
Yeah.
Some beautiful landscape.
And they have a big accident.
A spaceship comes down.
Spaceship from Ragnarok. What's that? Scar? No. I forget the name of the planet. Anyways, one of those Grandmasters, the Grandmaster's spaceship pops up. They go over the edge of a cliff. They're hurt very badly. Bruce has this little contraption on him, which keeps him as regular Bruce Banner and not as the Hulk. He's bleeding profusely from the accident. His cousin's like, "Oh, Bruce." So she runs over and he goes, "Get away from me." And then a little drip of his blood gets into her blood. And that's it.
That's it.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
And boom, she's a She-Hulk. Anyways, that's how she becomes a She-Hulk. We'll talk a bit about that in a minute because
they had the same genetics. I thought immediately, I was like, why wouldn't they make a Hulk? Like, why wouldn't they make more Hulks?
Right.
If the blood, but obviously they explain that in the story that because of their similar DNA.
Right. Now, if you're comic book fans, and I don't think you've ever read the comic before, but essentially,
Of course I did.
No, you did. You read it. You
Oh,
read
yeah.
it. Oh, wow. Well, as you know, then Allison, she was a lawyer, like in the show, and she was defending some criminals, and some mobsters shot her, and then Bruce tried to save her and gave her a blood transfusion, and that blood transfusion made her into She-Hulk. In the TV show, they kind of nipped it in the bud and made it really quick, and all of a sudden,
Do you wish it had been the other way in the comics? Like,
You know what?
Were you satisfied with
yeah,
that?
I was satisfied.
Okay.
I was
Just like-
satisfied. What the hell?
well, I mean, like, it does have a nice ring to it, the comic version.
You'd have to do a lot of episodes to they just want to
Yeah.
get to her being a She-Hulk
Yeah,
fast.
and they
right?
didn't want to pay Mark for all those extra episodes.
Like perhaps, yeah.
I'm sure he's a big budget.
I don't think we're going to see much more of him anyways. So she comes to She-Hulk. Bruce, approaches her and says, "I got to take you away so you don't hurt anybody." And he's going to train her on the ways of being a Hulk, and to try to tell her about her responsibilities as being a superhero. And her the whole time, like, "I don't want to be a superhero. I want to be a lawyer. I want my own life back," and blah blah blah. And that's okay. And eventually she finally gives in and says, "Okay, go back and be your lawyer," and what have you. And she goes back. And of course, in the courtroom, her case she's involved in, I think it's Titania, smashes through the wall, and she has to show everybody she's a She-Hulk. And that's how we get there. That's pretty much the first episode.
Yeah.
A lot of hijinks between her and Bruce. That was the best part, her
There's
interaction.
a lot of one-upping you because the female,
Yeah. Well,
the one-up. Like, well, it's easy because, like, I'm just awesome. And I think a lot of that was funny because every time he's like, well, you have to learn stuff. And she's like this. And she was just so lovely about it. And he was just like, ooh, that took him like months or years to develop.
yeah, but you got to remember,
That made me laugh.
but he was really confused because for him he was raging Hulk. He was the crazy Hulk, where he loses himself to
He
the
has
Hulk.
two people.
He has like a dual personality thing
yeah.
where she doesn't have that. She is
Nope.
she's the best of both worlds, right? She's got the brawn of the Hulk and the smarts,
brains.
and she can control it all. So that's the difference between the two, and that's what he couldn't understand when he finally realizes that she doesn't have this dual personality, that she's not going to lose control like he used to and destroy cities and hurt people. He says, "Go off and be your lawyer," as it were. Anyways, what did you think of Jennifer? What did you think of Tatiana Maslany? You said you were a fan of hers from Orphan Black.
Huge fan. If you haven't seen that series, I suggest you watch it because she plays at least 8 to 10 different clones. So it's the story that takes you through all these different characters. She is on screen almost the whole time playing all these different characters. And she's Canadian. So, I mean, that's huge. Having a female Canadian who's got game like that take on a Marvel role, like, that's a feather in our cap, and she's awesome.
Early on, it was Alison Brie who was up for this part. There was a lot of rumors that she was going to be the She-Hulk. Alison Brie from Mad Men, as well as the women's wrestling show.
yes. We
I love
liked
that
her. Glow.
Glow. Yeah, great show, Glow.
Another great show that did not finish
Right.
seasons, but awesome.
But Alison Brie was in that, and everyone was really hoping she'd become the She-Hulk. And then when they said Maslany was up for it, I was like, oh, you know what? And I told Alison, she said, oh, she's going to be great because she was, and she's true, because I watched Orphan Black as well. And I kind of got into it later because she was hooked on it, and then I ended up watching a bit. It's okay. It was a Canadian show, so hey, what can I, it's okay. It was all right for a Canadian show. It was good, and she was
it
was
filled
excellent.
a lot of time during COVID.
Yeah,
there's
and
a lot of seasons of it.
That's right. So if you haven't seen Orphan Black, go and check it out. Also, what's his name's in it too? The guy from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
His name's escaping me completely. Last name Man or something like that. He plays a scorpion in
I have it
Spider-Man.
right here.
Look it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the other person that also is well known in the series is the guy that's in the. No, wrong guy. Sorry, Michael Mando.
Michael Mando. That's right. Michael Mando from Breaking
He got
Bad
his start in the show.
and Better Call Saul. So not Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. He's in there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michael Mando's in there as well. Good show. Orphan Black. Anyways, we're not talking about Orphan Black.
we're not talking about that.
We're talking about the She-Hulk. So she brought she was excellent. She brought. You know what I liked about her too? She looks like she could be Mark Ruffalo's cousin.
Yeah,
They
and they had
yes,
a good repertoire.
the chemistry's great.
Yeah, it was good. Like, it wasn't forced. I just, after Brie Larson, I'm just like, I just was really happy to have her.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to see more of her.
Well, I think we're going to see more of her. What'd you think of Mark Ruffalo?
Well, it was fun seeing him as Smart
Hulk?
Smart Hulk is what he called himself. Pretty much the whole entire episode was him physically in that state. So I wonder if they pre-recorded his lines and then they just did all the CGI afterwards in order to financially make it a little. I don't know. I don't know. Or does he does all the acting of the scene? Do you know this information? Do they act the scene?
They usually act it and then they put the computer. The actors, they have all that the bodysuit on. They do their thing and then they computerize it afterwards. But
he was cute and I think he very endearing. I've always thought he was a great Hulk and obviously the best Hulk out of all of the Hulks that there was.
We'll be careful.
And I also like him as an actor. Like he's just, I don't know. He's a man's man. He's everybody's man.
I think he loves playing the Hulk. I think he really, really enjoys being involved in the MCU. Unlike some other actors who kind of want out, I think he's happy to stick around. I think he enjoys being Bruce Banner and being a part of this world. And it was very evident in this. And he was very vocal when this show was announced that he, first I remember when she got the part, when Tatiana got the part, he, tweeted her, "Hey, welcome to the universe, cuz," or something like that. So he was very welcoming, and he's even agreeing to be in a TV series. And he was in the whole first episode. I don't think we're going to see much more of him, but we saw a lot of him in this first episode. But he's great. I like him. I don't love the Smart Hulk. I think a lot of people have had enough of the Smart Hulk. We want to see him kind of rage like he did in Avengers. We haven't seen it since Avengers or Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron.
I think the thing is he's evolved now, so it's. I don't know.
But that's not the Hulk, though. That's not the Hulk.
I know.
The fans of the Hulk want to see him go, and he hasn't done that.
But this isn't the series for that moment.
No, it's not. But
he's playing a different side of it.
But I think it's coming back. I think it's happening. The whole point that the Grand Master, looking for his champion, wants his champion back. I got a feeling Crazy Wild Hulk is on his way back. Mark my word. Now, this is a very different show, Alison. They're actually breaking the fourth wall.
Love it.
Now, which other, not MCU, but other Marvel hero breaks the fourth wall? Also a comedic. Yeah, you're going to say it. I saw you. Deadpool. That's right.
Yeah, Deadpool. I asked you that. As soon as she broke the fourth wall, I was like, does any other superhero do that? But you're right. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool does that, obviously.
And you liked it.
My favorite. I love when the fourth wall is broken on certain series. Sometimes it's too much.
And it wasn't excessive.
No,
right?
No.
It was very, a little nod to the camera. This is what we're doing. This we're going, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't hilarious. It wasn't like.
It wasn't meant to be hilarious. I don't think it was just immediately drawing you in, and like you had a relationship already with her. I think that was the kind of the nice part. Yeah. Listen,
guys, I love the fact that the MCU. Even in the movies and in the TV series, we're getting different kinds of shows. We're getting, like, again, when you see something like the Avengers, or when you see Iron Man, right, versus an Ant-Man, or versus even a Doctor Strange, especially the Multiverse of Madness, like in a horror film, they're playing with all the different genres, which I've always appreciated. The TV shows are doing that as well, and we're going to see, I think, more of that as we go into, like the Werewolf by Night series that's coming out this Christmas. Like the horror elements are being looked at as well too. Mm-hmm. So here we have this courtroom, Ally McBeal style. Well, that's what they're comparing it to, right? It's got that Ally McBeal flavor, which is, to me, refreshing. And I'll be honest, great first episode. I love that they had the Hulk in there to ground. I've always said this in all these videos I do. I like when we have team ups. I like when the other characters jump in with them. You don't always have to have that. I don't think Miss would have made sense for Miss Marvel to have that. We haven't even finished it yet. You haven't finished Miss Marvel.
I know, because I'm having a hard time with it. I don't know. People out there comment. I Miss Marvel. Like, it was just it's so forced. There's just so much, like, God bless the girl who's another nice little Canadian girl there. But I mean, I don't know. I'm finding it hard to finish the series. You
got to finish it though. You have to finish it.
I will finish it. I just feel like it's not a priority, but I'm really like, I don't know. It just didn't hook me. There were certain things I liked aesthetically about it, maybe in the first or second episode, but then I was just like, I don't know. But they did this one right the first episode. I feel like that was for sure.
I agree. Now, the action was great. I thought the action was fantastic. Again, it wasn't like you had a good battle between She-Hulk and Hulk, and they were. I wouldn't say they're equally matched. I mean, they just had a good time with each other. They weren't trying to kill each other, so that was fun. I think we're going to see more action as the series progresses. But the next question is, what's to come? What are the predictions? Where is this taking us? Also, post-credit scene, which was kind of humorous. They were trying to figure out whether or not Steve Rogers was a virgin, I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they were?
Well, the assumption was, the way she answered it was, like, everyone just assumes Captain America never got some shug in his time.
Right,
and,
right.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I definitely think the action, I think my prediction is that eventually she's going to be there to combat Raging Hulk when he comes back. That she's
for sure.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, there's not many things that can beat Hulk. So, I mean, she... that's going to lend itself to a female-male dynamic of power.
I got to tell you, we need Raging Hulk back because, come on, guys, you know it, I know it. They're going to bring Wolverine is going to fight the Hulk in Canada, just like he's supposed to.
Lots of Canadian
and you need that Raging Hulk to fight Wolverine. So they're going to go back there again. And yeah, I think She-Hulk is going to butt heads with Bruce again for sure. But I think, because the Grandmaster is back, she might kidnap him again and take him out and kind of undo what was done to make him sane. We're going to get Raging Hulk. For Secret Wars is coming down way down the line. We're going to get Raging Hulk back again. And I think, I wouldn't mind if she ended up becoming a member of the Fantastic Four. She was a member of the Fantastic Four as well. I don't know if you knew that or not.
She-Hulk?
Yeah, the Thing took off and then she became the muscle for the team.
Oh,
that was a long time ago.
I'm sure you told me that, but
yeah.
Fantastic Four hasn't really had anything in
not yet.
So it's not in the top of my memory for that.
Let's go over to the chat room. That's a synopsis, guys, of the show. We both really enjoyed it. The kids really enjoyed it. I think, for me, probably my favorite Disney Plus first episode. Now, these shows always tend to start off sometimes strong and then kind of go, let's hope this doesn't happen with this series. Okay, let's go over to the chat window and see who is in the house and what you guys are talking about. Boom, let's go over. All right, so Davey Claire, how you doing, Davey? Spoiler, I'm getting a double fish fillet tomorrow. Good for you. It's Friday, you're allowed.
Fish Friday.
That's right, Wayne. I didn't hate it. Oh, it's good, Wayne. That's good. Hey, Luke, how's it going? Wayne, off topic. But if CGC provides a 9.6, they should have to explain the grade. No more of this unavailable graders notes. The community should force them on this. Well, I think they are getting a lot of flack over that. You are right. And I'm getting books with 8.5 with no graders notes, which is absolutely ridiculous. That should not happen. Anyways, I agree with you. Luke, nice green shirt's quite fitting. Yes.
Mine says nice-ish.
That's for Christmas. It's a Christmas
but
one.
I feel like it works too for She-Hulk.
And mine's a Canada Dry one.
But he's Canada Dry.
I'm Canada Dry, but she's Canadian. That's right. She's Canadian. That's why.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta. That's all right.
I can be dry.
Jim Malahaska, the trailers weren't the same as the actual show. Thank God.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Well, the trailers. I don't think it. I don't know. We weren't super in love with the trailers, but we did find elements that, But I hear what you're saying.
If you're talking about the CGI, I think you are probably right. The CGI looked absolutely fine to me.
But I'd rather a trailer that's not as good and the show's better.
Oh, of course.
I feel like the trailers that are super amazing. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be amazing, and then you put it on, you're like, oh, okay, it's basic. So I don't know. I like the opposite effect.
Yeah, I mean, but people were complaining about the early CGI.
Yes. I think I love the CGI.
I thought it was fine.
Because, I mean, we all know that that's not really her, that it's CGI. Like, I mean, there's just like, but I think they did a really good job of just, and I believed it. And she looked hot.
Oh, as the She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh, well, I'm sure she's going to get hotter, more like voluptuous, because she starts to, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The big thing about She-Hulk in the comics is she knows what she has. Like, and she flaunts it. And
because right now she's not really a girl that's like, ooh, look at me, I'm sexy. She's right now like, I'm a marginal lawyer and I'm nice and stuff.
Yeah,
I know that
the sexy She-Hulk's coming. That's it. Yeah.
It's going to be a bit of a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Wayne, now I like Wayne, now I like that they put in the breaking of the fourth wall, given the originated that, not Deadpool. That's true. That was John Byrne's version of She-Hulk, though, right? The earlier, the first original She-Hulk didn't have breaking of the fourth wall. It was John Byrne's version of that in the late 80s, I think it was, like 88, 89. Am I wrong? I think 86, maybe? I forget when John Byrne did it. But yeah, it was that comic series, the pink covered one. You don't know what I'm talking about, but the pink covered issue where she's holding the copy of the old Savage She-Hulk book. That's the series where they started playing that whole breaking of the fourth wall. They even closed the loop on Bruce's arm. Yes, they did. Interesting, because he still had that. You remember what happened, right? Yeah, with the Thanos snap thing, and he got hurt. Now his arm's all fixed, which is good. Sicaria. Thank you. I could not remember the name. Sakaar. Sakaar is the name. That's right. That's the planet. They couldn't make more hills because how would you draw his blood? It only happened because he was forcing himself to be human. All new. That is true. I was saying if he'd gone in that accident as the Hulk, he would have been like, oh, a little scratch. Okay. It was nothing. He wouldn't have hurt him.
Yeah.
He had to be human to draw blood. Right. So that kind of made sense. But in the comics, her origin, he is Bruce Banner. He does stick a needle in himself and he's the one who gives her the blood transfusion. And I think he was nervous about giving her the transfusion, knowing that he was going to potentially
kill her or make her like him.
A monster like him, right? Yeah. Who was the villain that broke it? I think it was Titania. Titania, I think was her name. She looked terrible.
Yes.
That last villainess who came in?
Yeah, I'm going to say that was like a cheesy club girl from 2009 look.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, Titania, I think, was who it was. And she did not look very good.
And it would have been nice to have some context of why she just barged in a courtroom.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out.
I hope we find out. Because if we better. Because if we don't, I'm going to be agitated. Because I'm like, who just barges in the courtroom and like, why that courtroom and what was the trial about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
We did see her opening speech, I guess, for that. No, that would have been.
It was that.
Yeah, that trial. So the opening speech.
I don't know, but you're right. If they just all of a sudden ignore the fact this lady burst in for no reason, that's going to be a problem.
And I love how the end she bangs her out of the way, but then all of a sudden the police come and grab her like normal, like they're going to take her away. But I'm like, if it took the She-Hulk to put her down, how are some like
cops going
judge?
That's true. Courtroom bailiffs.
Oh, wait a second. We got this one now.
Yeah, thanks for knocking her out. Yeah, that made no sense.
We'll see what happens with that.
Wayne says Miss Marvel is Canadian. She-Hulk is Canadian. Yes. Deadpool is Canadian. Who else is Canadian? There's more. I guarantee there's more. Who else? Any more Canadians? Any more? Simu Liu. Shang-Chi's Canadian.
Yes. But Miss Marvel, you already said her too. Oh, Miss Marvel. Sorry, I missed that. Miss Marvel. There's somebody else we're missing.
Oh, there's more. There's more Canadians for sure. Oh, what's her name from Doctor Strange? Oh, I can't stand.
Oh, went to York University.
Yeah,
what's her name?
Rachel get her out of the MCU. Yeah, I can't stand her. I think she ruined that.
Make her disappear in the universe.
She ruined.
Leave her behind.
The Doctor Strange movie. Oh, useless. Anyways, Luke says we need some Hulk smash eventually. Yes, I agree with you 100%.
Yep.
IG12 sent comics. How are you, sir? Did you watch the show and what did you think? He says, why does it come so easily to She-Hulk and Titania fight was kind of lame?
Because she's a woman.
There you go.
Honestly, I mean, it's obvious. We're the evolved species. She's got the balance, the yin to the yang.
This, we joke about that or whatever, but that could be a problem. That could be a problem because a lot of people don't like to see... How can I say? She-Hulk's a derivative character of Hulk, right? We know that. And a lot of, like Captain Carter is derivative of Captain America, Ironheart, Iron Man. This is happening, guys. A lot of female characters are derivative characters of these original, MCU characters. And,
say
it doesn't bug me. No, I love She-Hulk. I love She-Hulk.
Yeah, you've always been a fan.
Since 82 or 81, 82, I love that. Or 80 when she came out, I loved it. I thought it was cool. I had no problem with that. But when they start jobbing the main characters, I'd have a problem. Like if She-Hulk can beat the shit out of the Hulk, okay, no, hold on. And she was kind of.
What are you trying to say? This is like a male-female sports conversation.
Well, we can go down that road, and I don't want to go down that road, but that's where it could.
But it could also be the fact that he is very intelligent, obviously, but like she.
Listen,
she's got a different side to her that
she does. All I'm saying is, how can she learn how to control it so quickly? People had a problem with Rey in Star Wars. She had no training, no nothing. All of a sudden, she was like doing amazing things. It's like, what the frick? It took Luke three movies to get there.
Once again,
it's the women.
Don't send a boy to do a woman's job.
Oh, here we go, guys. All right, that was Allison. She's gonna leave now, guys. No, I don't.
Where's my ladies in the house? There's
none. There's no ladies in this house. There's all guys. So be careful. All I'm saying is, if you want us to the fans to embrace these characters, they shouldn't be jobbing the characters that they're based on. I mean, I'm not saying they can't ever get better or be better, but I mean, I don't know what to tell you. they're calling it the MCU now, right, guys? MSHEU. You've heard that, guys. The MCU.
That's why I'm here.
Yes. Well, I have no I have no problem with female. I like the female characters. I love Black Widow. I love even Captain Marvel. I didn't mind her. I liked her in Endgame. I thought she was tough and was all right. I have no problem, and I really love like when you get to the X-Men. The females and the X-Men female like Phoenix and Storm, forget about it. These are core.
But they have strong positions, and I think that makes a big difference.
And they're original.
Yes,
they're original characters.
Yes,
they're not derivative characters, right? That's why there's even like the Scarlet Witch. She wasn't just we have the Scarlet Brother, now we have the Scarlet. No, she was an original character, and that's what I love. Anyways, I don't care as long as it's written well and the stories are good. I'm happy. Not just making I'll tell you, I think I think they did go a little overboard. You got Echo coming out with that deaf character. You've got that Miss Marvel show. Ironheart's coming out. She-Hulk. I mean, there's a lot of female-based lead shows. And again...
But it's a pendulum. It's got to go really hard one way so it can balance and come back.
I hope so.
I mean, that's just the way change is done. You hope that the change is going to stick a little bit more and that...
But even like here we are today talking with these... I mean, I don't believe there's any women in the house today. I think it's all guys here. Yep. Okay? And I mean, I look at my what do you call it? I look at my...
She-Hulk wants Captain
America's ass. Yeah, she probably does. Who doesn't? He's a good-looking man.
That's good.
What was I saying? Oh, my God. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, I lost it.
Oh,
I lost it.
Brain fart.
I lost it. I totally brain farted.
Totally brain farted, dear.
I did. I brain farted.
Now you got all excited about Captain America's ass.
What was I going to say? It was a good point. Oh, well, it's gone. It's gone, guys. I don't know.
You had a point.
All I'm saying, I had one point. I hope the pendulum does come. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Disney Plus, Star Wars, all these Predator.
Oh,
we're not talking about Prey, but I mean,
so good. Watch Prey.
No problem that these female characters are coming in, but know who your audience is. Don't tell me that it's girls that are going to fan expos and going to the comic stores and buying. It's not. It's just not. Right? It's not, though. It's not.
I get the majority is not female, for sure. But I think you're discrediting the female fans. I mean, I teach fashion courses and technical production, and a lot of my girls are like hardcore educated in all this stuff. It's just you don't see them being super vocal, and they're not like out there, or they're like at Comic-Con dressed in anime costumes they made. I don't know. Like, they're in it. I just...
All I'm saying is...
it's growing. It's growing, and there is...
And that's good. If these shows are bringing the females into the fold and they're going to become supporters of the product and they're going to buy the comic books and go to the movies and that's fine. But I really think, I mean, I just see a lot of productions.
Comic book culture is predominantly male.
Of course it is.
I get it.
And Star Wars culture was male. He-Man was male.
Yeah.
And then we have a He-Man show, and go back and watch my He-Man review on the Kevin Smith He-Man show. In the first 2 episodes, they kill He-Man off, and Tila becomes the lead of the show. It's like, wait a second.
But that's why they're going for female strong, because it's like one of those things like little boys used to get comics and little girls got Barbies, and it wasn't like they were getting comics in their stocking. Like it's got to change somewhere, right?
It does.
We raised our kids with equality. We weren't like, oh, you're a girl, so you wouldn't like this. But
not at the expense of the shows and none of these characters. I want to still have I still want my characters. I don't want to have them watered down.
I don't want it.
No, I don't want it. Let's go back to chat and see if anybody's on my side. Let's see.
Don't ruin my childhood fantasy.
Luke says Savage She-Hulk and Sensational She-Hulk. That's right. Sensational She-Hulk was the second series where they started going and doing the whole the fourth wall breaking. James is here. Haven't seen the show yet, but I'm hearing this will be leading to World War Hulk, which will be the Wild Hulk again. I hope so too. I hope you're right there. Great series. Man Detective is here. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Mike S. Surprised me. I like it. Well, hey, we're always open to surprising everybody. We love doing that. Hope everyone is A-OK, Man Detective says. I think everybody is. Chuck is in the house. She-Hulk was a lot of fun, Doc. It could have used another 10 minutes, though I add more detail to it. I agree. And not 10 more minutes. I'm sick and tired of these 30, 35-minute shows.
Yeah,
I can't.
An hour.
I want an hour, man.
An hour to start, an hour to finish, at least.
At least.
At least. I hear that. Or 2 episodes.
But give me 2 episodes.
2 episodes. Such a teaser. I'm like, I want more.
Or drop them all at once. I want to binge these, man. I want to binge them.
No, binging. I feel like the waiting each week to nosh on it is a good thing. I don't like it, but I know it's good for the watch. Like, I feel like that's like 80s. That's how we used to watch shows in the 80s.
I know, no, but they were an hour long. When you watch Beverly Hills 90210, it was at least 50 minutes long. It wasn't 35 minutes long.
No, it would have been with commercials. It would probably went around 43 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, if tops, with commercials.
All I know is Daredevil's coming out soon. It's with your friend there, and they're going to be 1 hour episodes, and I think there's 20 episodes in the series. So they're listening to people. They're listening to us. We're complaining.
So this is the Daredevil, the series that was on
Netflix,
like years ago, but they haven't done an.
It's called Daredevil Born Again.
Oh,
same actors. He's actually in the She-Hulk too. He'll be showing up soon.
Okay.
Charlie Cox. He's coming back.
Great.
Yeah. And he's wearing his yellow and red costume, which I freaking love because that was his original costume. Mike S says the old Hulk will come back more raging than ever. I'm calling it now, Mike. I agree.
Oh, look at that. Wasp and Mantis are apparently Canadian.
Oh, that's right. What's her name? That's right. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what Mantis. Wasp is. Yes, you're right. The girl who plays the Wasp, she was from the TV show Lost, and she was Canadian. There you go.
That's right.
Mantis, I don't recall. Chuck Hensey, Miss Marvel finished well. I was just slow in the middle. So there you go, Allison.
It was okay. It did finish well. Okay, well,
I thought it finished pretty good.
I'm listening to you. I'm gonna go back. And
you got it.
I'm gonna let you know, but I'm trying. Yeah, she.
Where'd it go?
What'd you do?
Oh, I jumped.
You fat fingered it.
Fat fingered something. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Rob Collect. She-Hulk wants Captain America's ass. I think a lot of women want Captain America's ass.
Wouldn't throw him out.
There you go. Neither would I. He's a good-looking man.
I know. Hey, let's invite him over.
Yeah. Lost Canyon. How's it going? I wish Disney never bought Marvel. The quality has gone into the dumpster. Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with you on that one.
I think there's certain moments where it's like it's great, and other moments it's real. You're right. I feel the cheese. I feel the the PG, the choice of the PG, and the way they train their actors. Like it's got that
and the woke nature of the shows. I mean, they got to make comments. They got to put those stupid comments in there. Look, we're
everything's woke though. That's not just Disney. That's everywhere now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be though.
I mean, Interview with Vampire, like
don't even get me started on that.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, but you know what? The biggest, I know Marvel, listen, the consistency of Marvel has not been that bad compared to Star Wars. That's a...
And they're putting out a lot of product in a very short window.
Marvel is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're constantly keeping us...
Yeah.
I mean, where's DC? It's like,
well, they're coming, don't worry.
I know they're coming, but it's still slow.
They'll be coming round the mountain when they come. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's DC. DC's coming, man. Buy those DC books. They're coming. It's coming. I'm telling you. Man Detective. His name always throws me off. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. They're going to give them, the ladies, their spot to shine, building for A-Force. Yeah.
It's Man-Bat Detective. Man-Bat.
Man-Bat Detective?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why was that so hard?
I don't know. It's hard. My brain can't get around it. I'm 50 years old and I can't get around it.
Read and stuff.
They're building for A-Force. Remember A-Force?
A-Force,
It's a female team. It's an all-female team.
Yes.
They kind of give you a glimpse of it. They kind of give you a glimpse of it. An Endgame where all the women came.
Yeah.
You saw them all, Wasp and...
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's what they're building for. Again, I have no problem with that.
We need Halloween costumes,
Yeah, for sure. It's a new world. This ain't your dad's comics time. I know, Wayne.
Yes, right, Wayne. That's fact.
I know. It isn't. You're right. Times are changing. But we can fight against it. We can fight against it a little bit. Sure we can. Yeah, we have to because it's bad. It's very bad. I jumped again. Always jumps. Are you guys going to Fan Expo? Yeah.
If anyone's got any free tickets, it would be really take the fam, but it's
pricey.
It's cha-chang. And my daughter really wants to see Eddie from Stranger Things, so he's all about the Eddie.
Eddie. I heard something cool about Eddie.
What?
I heard, notice that actor's name? Do you know his name? The actor's name?
It should.
Look him up. The dude who played Eddie in Stranger Things is being eyed to play a young Tony Stark. Apparently Robert Downey Jr. ain't coming back. Like, he ain't coming back. So but they're going to have an Iron Man for Secret Wars, and they're going to find a young version of Tony Stark.
Joseph Quinn.
Played by potentially Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. He's got the star power now, and the following, he might be the one who takes on the mantle of Iron Man. So for a new generation, because I think Robert Downey Jr. is got to be close to 60, at least. I'm 50. He's got to be 60.
I can look that up.
Yeah. So that's something to look into because I heard that's happening.
Yeah, that's the thing right here. It's facts.
Look, it's fact. It's on. You're really nice and close. There you go.
There we go. Look at that. Oh, sorry.
Don't move.
No.
No, it's not working.
I don't know.
Because I'm in focus. Anyways.
It's because you're just too,
too
lovely.
beautiful.
Just once your face.
Why not create? Okay, so IG12 says, why not just create more new characters instead of making them exactly like their original heroes? Well, come on. I mean,
it's tough to make a good new character. I mean, I don't know.
Like I call it I call it the Harley Quinn conundrum. Like, I mean, Harley Quinn was an original character for a cartoon, and then they brought her into the comics. I mean, that's rare to have that happen. I'm all for it. If they can come up with a new character that becomes popular and then the movies can influence the comics, sure, why not? But come on, let's be honest. Who's going to go see a movie with these new characters? I mean,
it's hard. It's hard to sell.
You know, why did they pay that money for Marvel? Why did they pay $4 billion for Star Wars? Because they pay $4 billion for Star Wars and then not use Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, or Princess Leia in their first movie. Smart.
Well, it's also hard to come up with a superhero with a new ability that hasn't already been done.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think it can be done, but I don't know.
It can be. I think.
It's kind of like the Incredibles when they did the cartoon version. I mean, they were new superheroes, and it was like, right? Incredibles was never like a comic book series, right?
No.
But that was a clever movie because they played on all the different stuff. But I mean, it was animation too. But what a great movie!
Yeah, or the other one with what's it called with Megamind. Megamind was fun too. With the Megamind, the blue head.
Yeah, Megamind was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great too, right?
One of the best. But once again, animated. What was the one that just came out? That was
with superheroes.
Well, was Umbrella Academy also
comic book? No, comic book first,
original too. I figured, but
well,
I know there's not much on the superhero.
All these studios are going to the well, which is the comic books for their inspiration and for ideas for upcoming shows, right? The Boys or Umbrella Academy, like you said. Mm-hmm. It's all comic book, but like I said, they're not going to go spend billions of dollars on these IPs for nothing. They're doing it because it's recognizable, and they know that when they put a movie called, or a TV show called The Boys or what have you, there's a good chance it's going to be successful. They're going to recoup that investment. Prince Zodiac Neil, how's it going, sir? Good to see you. The only place they went too far was the three guys outside the bar. Guys don't even let other guys act like that to women. If that was my friends, I would be like, chill, brother. The guys at the bar.
Yeah, I did feel that was. You're right. That's facts. All of a sudden, they're all like, "Hey." Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, they could a little bit too.
But once again, they could have built that episode when you guys said it should be longer. That's moments where, like, I feel like that transition of her. So she goes to the bathroom, and all of a sudden there's like 5 girls with shoes and a coat and makeup in her bag, and I was like,
that's never gonna happen.
Like, I don't. Yeah, that's the type of moment you could just kind of like milk a little bit more.
Yeah, and she could have had an altercation with somebody. I mean, but it didn't have to be 3 guys at a bar. Come, hey, baby. It could have been something completely different.
But there are a lot of guys out there. I know it seems, but that's there's a lot of men brewing out there like that, which is kind of.
But Prince Zodiac says that's not the case.
No, I know, but you're probably not that guy, and you're probably not the loser hanging out at the bar and being, but there's a lot of men out there that ain't being raised right. Yeah. They don't know the etiquette, and they think, I mean, the dogs are
the dogs are the door. Let them be. How
did they get upstairs?
Someone let them in. Okay, we'll keep going here. Pappy says, can wait for them Hulk. Can wait for them Hulk. Haha.
Wait, can wait for them. So the only place...
I'm not sure, Pappy, what you mean.
Pappy, explain.
Explain yourself. Wayne, Mantis is from Montreal. Okay, So there you go. So then another Canadian. Wasp started on the video game show Electronic Playground. Did she? That rings a bell, actually, but I don't remember it. You guys are such purists. You're talking to me? Or her? Or the crowd? The group? Chuck Hensey. Oh, whoa. In the comics, Hulk refused to give Jim Wilson a blood transfusion for fear that her would turn into a Hulk also. Yeah, he was very freaked out by that whole thing. So I guess the idea of it being an accident in this kind of makes more sense. But in the comics, again, she was going to die. It was either give her a transfusion or she's going to die. So it was that or the other thing. Prince Zodiac gives us a tip, Allison. $2 tip. Thank you, Prince Zodiac.
It's funny
very
too.
nice.
You have a point, Doc. But your hair covers it nicely.
Thank you.
Prince, that's funny.
That's great.
Zodiac like that.
Thanks. It was a tip, so I'll let you say that. Man Detective says, I said it wrong again, see?
See, she got it.
She got what?
Man-Bat Detective. Man-Bat.
Man-Bat Detective.
Man-Bat Detective.
Man-Bat Detective.
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat Detective. I got it too. I got it. by George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
By Jolly, he
The rain
finally
in Spain
got it.
falls, man. Sorry.
Tons of Stranger Things.
All right. Luke says, tons of Stranger Thing actors coming to Fan Expo after all the Cobra Kai canceled. Yes.
Yeah, that's bullcrap.
That was bullcrap.
Bullcrap.
Allison was dying to meet the guy with the hawk with the hair.
No.
You wanted to meet that guy. The hawk.
No.
With the hair and the big eagle tattoo.
Yeah. I can't wait to meet a teenage kid.
You said you want to get an autograph.
He's like 20 or something.
No,
we all know who the hottie in the show is. Age appropriate over here. What's going on? Here?
Prince, another tip. Thank you very much.
Miss Doc punching above your weight.
Nice.
I think Miss Doc punching above your weight there. So I'm curious to know in what area.
Nice.
In all areas.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Neil, thanks again for the tips, buddy. Appreciate it. Always very generous of you. Neil also says, we call knowing how to behave in Virginia having a MoMA.
Having a mama.
Having a mama.
What?
I don't know.
Wrong with
MoMA.
having a mama.
Having a mama. I get it. Having a mother.
We call knowing how to behave in Virginia. Yeah, having a mama. Basically,
being raised properly.
Raised properly, and
That's
it comes
right.
from the mom rather than parenting. That's 100%.
Yeah, it's very good. Very, very good. Very true.
Good point.
Anyways, I think that's it for I don't see any more coming in. Any final points about this wonderful series?
I'm excited about the next one. I don't want to wait a week. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Me too.
And I think the fight scenes are going to be good. I hope it can keep its steam without Mark Ruffalo being in it.
No, I don't think he's gonna. But tons of cameos. Tons of cameos.
Oh, is that what you heard? Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, we already saw like Wong's in it and Abomination's in it, and apparently tons more.
Okay.
And every episode has a post-credit, something or other, and 10 episodes, not 6. They're going to 10 episodes apparently, 10 or 12. I think it's 10, which is pretty good. Luke says, "Good luck if you're getting autographs at Fan Expo." Well, we're gonna try. We'll see.
Why?
It's probably very hard to get in there.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
busy.
Charlie said you can already start registering for.
Yeah, it's a waiting list or whatever.
Well, we did it for Stan Lee. It was worth it. Waited in line for an hour and a half and paid $200.
Yeah, I mean, Stan the man.
It was worth every penny.
It was worth every penny. That's right. All right, guys. Again, thanks for coming by, my friends. Remember, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be giving out this copy, Avengers number 100, recently graded by CGC, donated to the channel by Sean out in BC. That'll be going out when I reach 2,000 subscribers as well. I'll be giving out that awesome Jim Lee print, and there'll be so much more, I'm sure. So much more, but you have to subscribe. Please like the channel. And remember to hit that notification bell so you know when I go live in future. And next time, I'll try to give you guys a little more notice than an hour that we're going to be going live to do these.
And bring your lady friends, wives and daughters and aunties.
Oh, we'll see about that. All right. Thanks, Neil. All right, guys. Have a great night. Good night.
Bye.
See ya.